If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones, and that's it today. We're going old school.
Just me.
Because it's no solo made show in the snow or whatever. It's we back at it.
We dim boys.
We them boys. Conan, how you doing? I ain't talked to you in a minute.
I know it's been a hot while. I'm okay. I've had a stupid day today, which I can kind of talk about. I had the fail that I have this week was just kind of a generic, but I'll talk about that here in a second. Then, but other than that, I'm doing okay. We've got to go grocery shopping later, just because we're out of
Because
food.
everything's thawed out now.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Man, like I've had to be out in us like all week because I can't not be out in it. So
that sucks, dude. I've been staying home. That's all I've been doing is just staying home and chilling.
probably that's the smart way to be. Like Oklahoma City hasn't been bad. Like the residential roads have been absolutely 10 times worse than any other road in the city. Like, because as soon as I got down my block to the main road, it was just clear skies from there. Like, but just getting out of my driveway was the hardest part of all of it. But everything, I was out today and everything's pretty much clearing up. Our residential road is just kind of slushy, but everything else is pretty well cleared out. So
that's good. My road has not been. I wouldn't say it's been bad, but it hasn't been good either. Like mainly, I haven't like gone outside to check it, but like I really haven't had that much issues driving around because I've been driving around the past couple of days. Yeah. So like just to go get food and because I'm getting tired of cooking and making sandwiches and stuff like that. Made a lot of sandwiches this week. I say that, and then my first delivery food I had since I haven't had delivery in a little bit was to this place called McAllister's.
You got a big old sandwich from McAllister's?
I got a big old sandwich.
Of course you did.
I think we talked about McAllister's when we was doing our food whatever thing a while back. I think like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I get a club sandwich and broccoli and cheddar soup. It's really good. It's really tasty.
It's been a hot minute since I've had McAllister's. Like there's a couple up here that I kind of drive past, but I never actually stop at. But yeah, I've heard good stuff about it, but it's just
it was whenever I was sick with COVID that I was just like that I wanted to have some sort of sandwich, but
soup and sandwiches, and that's what I want. Yeah, it's real good sick food.
It really is.
We had City Bites again the other day, and that sandwich I get from there is still freaking awesome.
What sandwich do you get?
It's called the Beef Eater, and it's like
Beef Eater.
Yeah, it's some sort of like kind of brisket type meat, like pulled beef brisket. It's a like provolone cheese, something like that. Diced potatoes.
Ooh.
And like a spicy mayo, spicy ranch, something like that. Oh boy. The jalapeno cheese bread. Yes, sir.
I'm starting to get on board with mayo on stuff. Like it's just sandwiches though. I will never put mayo on a burger. That's wrong.
See, I can do mayo and ketchup, but I can't do just mayo on a burger.
I don't like mayo like ketchup at all on a burger. That's another one that's a bit much for me.
The only time I ever really do that is like at Wendy's with like the Baconator, because it comes with ketchup and mayo on it, and that's just their their thing
ketchup
with it.
And mayo. Yeah.
But outside of that, like I don't normally put stuff on it because I want to.
Right.
So
I don't know. I'd stick with either mayo or like barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is really good on burgers too. Like
we found a bottle of like Chipotle aioli at Walmart, which is just like Chipotle sauce, like Chipotle Southwest from Subway.
yeah.
And it's real good on stuff. I've kind of been using it for like dipping chicken strips in and all that sort of stuff. Oh man.
I haven't really been doing anything like that. I just been what was it the other day? I tried this it was like this secret sauce thing that I forgot what it was actually called, but it was like oh, you should put this on your burger. It was like a craft thing or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, like a
But it was just
burger
like
sauce or something.
yeah, and it was like, oh, this is really good. You should try it. I was like, okay. And it was not very good.
Yeah. Some of that stuff's pretty hit and miss. But
Like
we were kind of just in that point where it's like I'm tired of the same old thing. Let's try something new. And
yeah,
if it
I
works
got
out,
you.
awesome. If not, it's $3 we wasted, whatever.
Right. I I don't know. I'm really picky about food too, so
Um, it happens.
that's another thing that so I'm super picky when it comes to food. Well, all right, Conan, let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So I mean, my obvious fail this week is just the weather and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
But then
weather's bad.
it has not been fun. My other side with this is I had an interview that's had to been rescheduled twice. Once
Mm-hmm.
because the family was sick, which is, understandable. The second
Right.
one had to be rescheduled because all of the snowstorm and nobody could get to work. And then so they had to schedule it for today because the place that was doing the interviews were going to be just
Was
real
open.
behind. Yeah, so they were trying to
Yeah.
just bring people in over the weekend just to try to stay halfway caught up.
Right.
So my interviews were supposed to be at 10:30 this morning. Talked with the family yesterday on Friday, said, "Hey, we still good for 10:30?" Said, "Yes." So I get a text message from her this morning at like 9:30 when I'm kind of getting up and around, and she said, "Hey, our pipes are still frozen. We're not able to shower. Can we reschedule?"
That's I mean that's a fair though. You don't want to go over there and just like,
And
hey, I smell like poo. Like
yeah, like understandable, but it's also like it's the gonna be the third time to reschedule, so 4 tries to get these kids interviewed. So it's just kind of annoying on that side, while still
They're
understandable.
hiding something. That's what it is.
Oh, hello.
oh, pipe busting
Hello.
mage is here.
Yeah. Well, I've had a doozy of a week for doing sales.
Yeah, we will
All
get to
right.
you in a second.
We'll
Let me
get to you in a
finish my
second.
story. So she's like, "Hey, can we reschedule?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll call them and see if we can." So I'm about to call the place to reschedule, and the mom calls me back and says, "Hey, they just got our pipes unthawed. We'll get around and head that way. We'll just be a little late because we're just now starting to get around." Okay, so it's like 9:30, so it's about an hour to get around. There are 2 kids and her to get around.
Yeah.
So like, okay, you might be like 30 minutes late, so whatever. So I get
No,
over
she
there
wasn't.
and I check in and said, "Hey, they said they're going to be a little late. The pipes, blah, blah, blah," explain the situation. Said, "Okay." So we're sitting around and 11 o'clock rolls around, no word from them. So they call them and said, "Hey, we're trying to get out the door. We're about 10 minutes from leaving the house." Okay, well, if you're not here by 11:30, we're going to have to reschedule because we have other people on the schedule and we don't have the staff to fit you in an hour and a half after your scheduled time because you should have already
Yeah.
been halfway done by now.
Right.
So of course 11:45 rolls around and no one's here. She's like, "Yeah, we have to reschedule because we don't have time anymore." So I call her
Oh.
and of course she doesn't answer. So I send her a text message, hasn't responded. Like 10 minutes later, she calls and says, "Okay, I just pulled over on the highway. Are we rescheduling?" And I was like, "Yes, because you're now 30 minutes past the hour after your normal time." Like,
yeah, exactly.
Of course we're going to reschedule. Like, I get that your pipes were frozen and stuff, but if you just wanted to keep rescheduling and you knew you were going to be that late, just tell me. And, like, we could have all just not waited around for everybody. Like,
right.
So that was annoying, but so yeah, that's me.
Yay!
Yay! Well, Mage, welcome to the podcast. I'm glad you could make it.
I might be in and out here a couple times.
I'm sorry about your pipes busting.
Yeah, I might be in and out a couple times during this. So, but I'll join when I can. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mage, tell me about your what's your fail of the week?
Well, we've had a doozy of a week, that's for sure. So I told us, I don't know if I told anyone, but our hot water froze during this whole snowpocalypse thing.
Right.
And so like we had it out and it was just trickling, and I was hoping that we just left all the hot water valves open, hoping that it would melt. But so we would have hot water again during the snowpocalypse, but it was so cold that it never made any progress.
You know that hot water freezes faster than cold water?
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
Oh boy.
What the hell just happened? We just went into the Twilight Zone.
This is... Oh, sorry. Mage's mom. Somehow you got on my car.
What? Oh, okay. That's amazing.
I was like, who is talking to me in the car?
No, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry your pipes are doing dumb stuff.
Well, I did get the car fixed this morning. It wasn't running. And we got
the heating. Tell us about that yet.
And we got the heating guy coming in about an hour to fix the heater because it died this morning too.
Man, y'all are just having a rough day.
Hey, y'all are in for it.
Did he tell you about the flood in the house yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, he's getting water from the church. We just took hot showers, thank you, Lord, and getting buckets of water for the toilets. So, some stuff.
Goodness gracious.
Well, all right.
Well, hopefully you guys can get that figured out pretty quick, because that's been miserable, I can imagine.
Oh, no, we know the problem. We found 2 different leaks. We got it all handled. We just, neither one of us are trust each other trying to solder,
Right.
I don't trust him and he doesn't trust me. It's one of those little things.
Well, all right then. Well,
I don't know where he's at. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Hold up your podcast.
It's okay. I'll take care of it. It's nice talking to you.
All right, thanks.
Yep, bye.
That's amazing.
What in the world just happened? That was awesome.
Hello?
Hi.
We just got to talk with your mom for a second.
Oh, what is she doing?
I guess your phone connected to the car's Bluetooth, so we just were patched into your mom's car. And she was like, "Who are these people talking in my car?" And we're like, what's going on? She's like, "Oh, this is Mage's mom." We're just like, what in the world? So
That's so funny.
Had a cameo.
Yeah, it was good times.
She's actually waving at me. I need to go and put stuff up. Okay. But let me finish my story real quick, and then I'll do that. Where did I end off? Where did you last hear me?
Honestly, I'm so thrown for a loop right now. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
because
either.
your mom kind of picked up, I think, where you left off and started explaining stuff.
Yeah, sorry. She's yelling at me.
Well, go do your stuff. We can fill in whenever you're done.
Anyway, pipes burst. I've been trying to get a hold of plumber. All the plumbers are 2 weeks out. I finally got a hold of plumber today because I found out that after I was trying to see if I can do it DIY-ish, and see if I can just like replace the pipes. But the deal is those pipes are soldered in. Don't know how to solder. So
yeah, that's what your mom explained to us just now.
So we're getting a plumber. We contacted a plumber Monday. He's coming Monday evening. But otherwise, it's really not that bad. Air conditioner went out too.
Heater.
Or heater.
What do you need air conditioner? Oh, okay.
The heater. The air conditioner unit does both cool down and heats up. That's why it's called air conditioner. It conditions the air.
Well,
okay.
Hello, Mr. Spicy.
Yeah, today in boating school, I learned.
Okay, I'm sorry. My house almost flooded.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm okay. I think I have a right to be a little spicy. All right, I'm gonna leave, and I might be back in a little bit. So.
Okay, have fun.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, what?
What is happening today? Like, this podcast is going places.
And not where we thought. Oh, goodness. And then in the middle of that, my wife came in. She's like, hey, I need a notepad. And she's making a menu to be able to go to the store later.
Oh. Man, we are just going everywhere today.
Right? Yeah, so I get to go shopping later, and I'm super excited about it.
That's gonna be fun. Like, you mean you're not super excited about going shopping tomorrow with groceries and stuff? Or right now, I mean?
I am not.
All right, where are we at? It's my fail, yeah. Right? Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, so my fail this week is that this snowstorm is like, this stuff literally happened at like the worst possible time. Like we had before the snowstorm happened, we were out 2 days before. We was out like the week beforehand because of sick. Well, 2 days I was gone of it. The 2 days before, the Monday and Tuesday of 2 weeks ago, I was gone because of having COVID. And then the Wednesday and Thursday, we were out of school because of inclement weather.
Yeah.
And then this entire week we've been out of school for COVID or for the snowstorm, because I mean you can't
have your kids come in.
Yeah, I mean I understand why we're not having school and stuff. I mean I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to come in driving this. I wouldn't expect parents to do that and stuff,
Yeah.
But
the band director in you is like real mad.
I really want like, but so then it leads to it that we're out Monday and Tuesday as well because of that cattle show.
Oh God, yeah, just your regularly scheduled kind of not really a snow day, but man, that's rough, dude.
Yeah, like I haven't had my whole band in class for like, I want to say like a month almost now. Like it's literally been a whole month.
Yeah, that is rough, McGruff, my dude. Like,
and like contest is March 3rd, which is next Wednesday. But pretty sure I'm not going to it.
Yeah.
Just because, like, man, there's
no point.
There's no reason to. Yeah, there's no point to. Like, so the Friday, the one class that we did have on Friday, the Friday of last week, I told him, I went in there and my boss was gone because he has COVID. Okay. So it went to I had to go talk to my boss about it. And I told him, I was like, hey, I haven't had my kids in like a whole week, like, or like almost a month. Like, I don't know what you want me to do, but I don't think I can go to contest.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think it'll reflect good on me. It won't reflect good on the kids. It won't. I just don't think it's worth it because of all this COVID and all that stuff. So then I told him, I gave him that. I told him the solution for it. I was just like, hey, we are going to another contest in April 25th. I gave him the exact. I think that's why he was happy about it. So I gave him the exact date. I was like, we're going on April 25th for the next contest. It's the Heartland Music Festival, the one that we like got good scores at and stuff. Because everybody gets good scores at Heartland Music Festival. But
neither here nor there.
Yeah, so it's just what I'm doing now is
just focusing on Heartland now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and
pretty much just focusing on Heartland.
Good. I was like, that was my topic 1 this week of just like what the mindset is with that now. But you kind of beat me to it, but that's okay.
I know this leads into topic 1.
Exactly.
Is contest worthless to go to? Yes, it is.
So I mean, it was pretty much going to be worthless to go to anyway, probably.
No, it was we were doing good, I thought, but
because go ahead.
Before like January, we were doing okay. Like I was happy with it. Like we needed to improve some, but like it was manageable improvement time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could have been done, but
now it doesn't have to be done.
Yeah, now it's there's no way I could get that done and it be like respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you on that front because that's kind of where my mindset went of like, how do you make that worth it?
Exactly. But I told him, I was like, hey, we're going to Heartland. I was like, we're still going to go to solo and ensemble, which is which got moved to March 6th. So I was like, I'm still taking kids to solo and ensemble. So it's not like I'm not doing like anything,
Yeah. We're going to do something, but it's just when that something actually happens is the question.
Yeah. But that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to contest. I'm just, doing my thing. I think it'll be okay. I hope. The biggest thing is I was worried about was getting in trouble with my boss.
Yeah. And
for like,
if he's on the same page with you, then it's like that is a lot of weight off of your chest and your plate. Like,
yeah, because that's what my secretary friend was telling me. She was just like,
what?
She was. That's what my secretary friend was telling me. She was just like, sorry, I'm in a fight. I'm trying not to die. I'm gonna die. I died. All right. Anyway, sorry. I'm streaming. Okay, and I'm streaming to have content and doing the podcast still. Anyways,
still not getting updates that you're streaming.
Wait. Oh, because
you're not streaming.
Live. Rip.
I was about to say I usually do pretty good about getting those updates, but
all right. I thought I was live. I'm stupid. All right. Anyways, where was I at? But that's what my secretary friend was telling me about. Was that like she was like, they're gonna be okay with it. Like it's very reasonable what you're saying. Like I was like, yeah, but it feels good like hearing it from my boss,
to actually have it be said and not just in your head kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just like, yeah, like things are okay. That made me feel better.
Good.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're making it work.
Well, so now you've got Heartland in April, you said?
Yeah, Heartland in April, and then Solo and Ensemble is next, which is March 3rd.
All right. That's like real soon.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, it's March 3rd? When wasn't contest March 3rd?
Or March 6th, excuse me.
Okay.
It's March 6th.
So you got 2 weeks, boss.
Yeah, that one, but that's the one like the kids preparing on their own though.
Yeah.
So like
it's not a group
it's more
activity.
it's not a group activity. So if they're not prepared, then I just blame it on them. Like, hey, these kids aren't prepared. Like they're not taking it seriously. They're
not going to represent our school poorly, so
yeah,
just cut them.
No, not cut them.
No, like cut them from the roster, like from the list, not with a knife.
Like, calm down there, Conan Jones. Jeez.
I like that your mind immediately jumped to physical violence. I will cut your students. Oh, yeah, no, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't hit kids. That's bad. Okay, that's bad.
Wise words.
Wise words from fantasy.
God.
Don't hit kids 2020. Right?
That's quite the platform to run a campaign on. Child abuse is bad, okay?
Child abuse is bad, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That is a very stable platform to run on.
You teaching that. Or I mean you teaching that. I mean you work in that child abuse is bad.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Child abuse is bad, but it's always going to happen. So I still have a job.
Oh.
I wish it wouldn't happen. It'd be awesome if I would be out of a job for that reason. But people are crazy. Yeah,
they do be crazy though. I agree with that one. All right. This is a very Blizzard themed podcast, because we're talking about the Blizzard that happened, and now we're going to talk about BlizzCon. This is a very Blizzard podcast.
Very wintry and snowy.
Yeah, we're going for a snowstorm. Conan Jones, do you want to build a snowman?
I absolutely do not want to build a snowman.
Why? You don't like snowman?
I do not like the snow.
You're one of those people.
I don't like being in it.
I do not like it here or there. I do not like it anywhere.
Exactly. I like seeing it from the window, but if it's just on the grass, I don't like it when it's on the roads because it makes people be dumb. And
that's a true statement. Normal. That's a very true statement. People are dumb
so funny
when it comes to driving on snow.
Speaking of funny story with driving on snow and being dumb, our neighbor across the street, he has a Dodge Charger, and he has had trouble getting in and out of his driveway the past couple days. And
because y'all's driveways are
very narrow. But he never took the time to clean his driveway and freshen it up kind of deal. So it was just ice. So we would just hear random his tires screeching as he was trying to get out of his driveway. Yeah. And it was just all night because he would just sit there and spin his tires and not actually try to give himself any traction.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And we were just laughing at him from the window. I was like, dude, you're dumb.
I don't understand people. If you can't I know if you can't get out of I know how to drive on the ice, okay? I know how to drive in snow. It's all about knowing when you could use momentum and knowing when you can't, pretty much. Okay, like not that hard of a concept to grasp, right?
You would think.
You would think, but to some people, it's like rocket surgery. Like rocket surgery has made an appearance on the podcast again. I know. It's talking about dumb people. It's rocket surgery. Anyways, but I like driving on it because I know what to do. I know like you can't go fast. You can't accelerate into a turn. You can't slam on your brakes. You know,
it's
just gotta.
Yeah, you can't drive like you normally do because that's just not how it works.
Exactly. That's exactly the thing. Is like that's what people don't realize. Is like, oh, I gotta drive. Save my bird. And then I wrecked, or I like I'm stuck now because I ain't got no traction. You know, some nonsense like that. It's just stupid things, and
people be dumb.
People be dumb is the correct answer, Conan Jones. People be dumb. All right, so let's talk about BlizzCon.
Go for it.
Boy, was it very underwhelming. Like,
I was about to say.
Okay, so
go ahead.
So the biggest thing about BlizzCon is that half of their literally all their major announcements for World of Warcraft was it was leaked by Blizzard themselves a day beforehand because they released the press release blue post a day early. So we knew exactly. The only thing they really showed that was new was an animation of it or a cinematic of it. Other than that, everything was like exactly like what they're saying. Like, oh, Chains of Domination is the expansion title. Blah blah blah. You go fight this person and such. Like, it was all spoiled, and it wasn't even like normally you can get mad at like leakers and stuff for looking that stuff up, but when it's the own company that does it, you can't really be mad about it, like you just. So they leaked their own thing. They're big old dummies, and it just really just killed all the like hype that I had for it because there was nothing there that I really wanted to like play. I guess I don't know. Like they announced some like cool these like mini game things. I guess I forgot the Blizzard Retro Pack or something that it had like their first 3 games that they played and you get it for free for like purchasing the 30th edition Blizzard pack thing, which I did just because I wanted the Reinhardt skin. And I got my tax return in, so I was just like, yep, time to buy stupid stuff.
I still need to file my taxes.
Dude, I always file my taxes as soon as I can, just to like, I don't know.
My W-2 showed up real late, so.
See, I guess mine's like, I'm lucky about mine, because like, my W-2 shows up the day I come back to school. Like, it's there, like, it's in my mailbox, ready to go. So then I just fill it out that night, and then I'm ready to go. Take it to TurboTax. TurboTax is like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I know, so I cut you off and said it.
Why you said it, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciates it.
You're welcome. That's what I appreciate about you.
It is. Yeah, I've got my W-2 here somewhere. I need to actually find it again and do that. We saw a TurboTax commercial on earlier, and we're like, oh, yeah, I guess that's a thing that we should try to do.
Yeah, you probably should, but you know how, like, well, you might get something back because you're head of household, but usually, like, if you ain't got no kids, man, you just have to pay a whole bunch of taxes, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I know. I know. Last year, I think we had to pay in for the first time in a while, or something like. I don't even remember honestly. Like my wife just does it on TurboTax because she's got the account, or like we both had an account whenever we were still dating but not married.
Right.
But now that we're married, we
file together and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I never actually see any of the tax return because it just goes straight to the bank account, and then she puts it into savings or something like that. So
right,
it's kind of a wash on my end, so I don't get to spend it on dumb stuff. Which I've got a funny story about that we can talk about here after a while.
You mean you don't want to spend it on getting a PS5?
I wouldn't mind it. Either that or like a new graphics card. But
I've been trying to find a PS5. That's what I'm trying to get. Is PS5. But I can't find one anywhere.
They're still real hard to find, apparently. I mean, obviously you're having trouble finding one, but
that's what I want is a PS5. Please, somebody stop scalping them and give me PS5, please. Like, it's stupid. All right, so back to BlizzCon. The biggest thing that I'm disappointed about is they showed off like all this cool stuff. Like they showed off more stuff for Overwatch 2, which looks really good. They showed off stuff for Diablo 4. They showed off Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is just a remake. They showed off World of Warcraft stuff. But the biggest thing is they didn't do is none of these have a date to go by. None of these have an expected like date other than just like 20 or like, well, some of them had 2021. Some of them didn't have a date at all. Like Overwatch and Diablo 4 or Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 didn't have any sort of release date on it.
They're pretty much just trailers.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't.
Yeah.
Like, give me something to look forward to and not just be like hanging on like a fish on a hook, fish on a hook. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous.
Carrot to look forward to, like.
Yeah. So that's what I'm mad about the most is that
they've seen too many people get burned on release dates and stuff getting pushed back that they're just not even going to put a date on it.
And that's what I honestly think it is that you know the latest one is Cyberjunk 77 just be a trash fire, and that's
a meme of its own.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. Is that Cyberjunk is still Cyberjunk and crappy. So even like the Hearthstone stuff, like their card game stuff, they didn't have a announcement for. It was just like, hey, play this.
We're working on stuff, kinda, sorta.
Yeah, we'll get to them when we get to it. Kind of business. And just like, how do you like succeed and like run a business like that, man? Like,
yeah.
I wish I could just be like, hey, I'll get this done eventually. Give me money.
Yeah, until then, just give me.
Until then, just shut up and give me money. All right. Like,
yeah, if
that's
only
all it is.
My life worked like that. Like, if I could tell my boss, like, yeah, I'll get this stuff typed in. I'll go see these kids eventually. Just keep paying me until then.
Or JoJo Jones just sitting there, just like harping you to like take out the trash or something. And be like, hey, shut up.
I'll do it eventually.
I'll get it done eventually.
Yeah. I mean, which I do, but then I'm hit before then. Domestic abuse is a real thing.
Domestic abuse is a real thing. If you or a loved one is seeking financial compensation,
been affected by mesothelioma.
We shouldn't joke about domestic violence.
No, probably not.
It's a hard time.
As you continue to giggle.
All right. But basically, BlizzCon was just very underwhelming to me. Like
I don't keep up with Blizzard at all, just because I don't have a need to. I don't play WoW, like I don't play Overwatch. Like it is what it is. So I kind of look stuff up after I got home, and it's just like, oh, the day one recap for BlizzCon. It's like, okay, so you guys didn't actually say or do anything. Hey,
yeah,
come back tomorrow whenever we have our cosplayers do their thing. It's
yeah, that's literally it. Like,
I'm okay. Not that I don't appreciate cosplay, but that's not. Yeah. So, well, hopefully at least the stuff if they're working on turns out to be decent eventually. But I don't really have a horse in the fight. It's caught on.
I'm glad it has. That's the way. That's like probably one of my favorite things. Is you have a horse in the fight.
It is still
so then I just think of like a horse on its hind legs with boxing gloves on. That's what I think of. Kind of like
BoJack Horseman or something.
Yeah, I've never seen that show, but I know the reference.
I couldn't get into the show myself, but
it seems like it's too raunchy, you know.
It seemed pretty pretentious to me.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to be highbrow, and I think a lot of it's just kind of got hyped. It's kind of like Rick and Morty. Like, while I'm sure it's a decent show, and I would enjoy it, it's just hyped to death. And it's like, okay, it's a good show, but it's not the second coming of Jesus, guys. Like,
right. That's what my friend told me. Is it's like Rick and Morty is better in clips than it is in an actual TV show. Like, you can see a couple clips and be like, "Oh, that's funny." Oh, Pickle Rick. Oh, but then the whole episode is him yelling, "He's Pickle Rick," and it just gets like old, you know.
And it's like I enjoy watching Rick and Morty myself, but yeah, like the Pickle Rick stuff in general just got so played out. I'm just like, I do not care about you talking about this thing.
Like that, and like the Szechuan sauce. Like, did you ever try that Szechuan sauce?
I don't remember.
It was not very good. Like, it was too sour. Like, I like sour stuff, man. It was too sour.
Or that direction.
Yeah.
I don't remember at all. So, yeah. Words are hard.
Words are hard. But overall, this BlizzCon was just kind of a dud. To be honest, I wasn't expecting much from it anyways, and I just wanted to hear about Warcraft news. And then, since it was spoiled for me by Blizzard, it was just even more just like
why am I wasting my time watching this?
Yeah, I was in the living room, just chilling. I was watching it and just like had like a bag of like Doritos. Like, I was extra gamer mode right there. It would have been better if I had a Mountain Dew next to me.
Yeah,
okay?
some gamer fuel.
Yeah, I was like extra yesterday, and I was just like, why am I watching this? Like, I read up on all of this stuff, and then hearing the stuff about Overwatch 2 was like really cool and interesting. But it's probably not coming out for at least a year and a half. Like, now I'm not going to hear about any more Overwatch 2 stuff until next BlizzCon. So, and there was not any updates to like regular Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which is already like I want to say almost 6 years old. When did Overwatch come out? I want to say it came out 2015. Okay. So it's already a 5-year-old game.
Golly.
That, like, I was going to say 6, but I don't know. It's just Blizzard is just, it's kind of like that not Ubisoft, what was that? People that made Anthem. People that made Mass Effect. Made Knights of the Old Republic. I can't remember off the top of my head. BioWare. BioWare? Who? God
A developer of Mass Effect.
Who made Anthem? Yeah, okay. It's like the. Okay, yeah. It's like the BioWare magic that they had like back in like the 2000s, or 2010, like early 2010s. Is like, oh, BioWare's making Mass Effect. Oh, or they made Knights of the Old Republic so good. They're gonna make any game good, which kind of happened for a little bit there. I mean, the Knights of the Republic was good. Jade Empire was a very underrated game that was really good. All three Mass Effect games were pretty good. The third one's very controversial just because of the ending, but overall, I mean, the combat system was really fun. But it just goes to it that like sometimes people just run out of things. No king lives forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels like to me might be time for Blizzard to go and just the next MMO comes out, or they get like a new like they put out a whole bunch of the higher up old people and just bring in some new add some new colors to it. You know what I mean? Like
new talent, new people, like
like new ideas. Like blue's really good. Like there's blue's a really good color, but sometimes you want to mix it with red and get some purple. That's how I look at it. It's just Blizzard's getting really old. And it's like this is 30 years, and like they're a staple in the PC community. Like everybody's at least heard of World of Warcraft. Like
even if you don't
not
play
even
it,
played it. Yeah, exactly. So like everybody knows. But it just turns out that sometimes, everything eventually has to go. And I think it might be time for Blizzard to reinvent itself, per se. But
I don't think you're wrong.
I'm also, yeah.
Like,
all right.
Yeah. They just kind of have been doing the same old thing. Like I was hearing the Beastcast was talking about it. One of the guys on there plays a lot of WoW or something like that. And it's like, the people who made Blizzard what everybody thinks of Blizzard from back in the day are no longer there. And they just don't have that leadership to hold themselves to that quality of stuff anymore. And they just kind of put out crap. So,
and that's not to say that Shadowlands hasn't been like a good expansion. It's been pretty good. Like it's been alt friendly with like alternative tunes. Like it's been alt friendly. There's something to do. Like the stuff's challenging. Like that, it's been fun at that point. But now it's starting to get to the point where there's going to be a content stall. Just because like the next patch isn't probably going to come out until I want to say June at the earliest. So it's like I'm like my 3 goals for getting for the first patch of Shadowlands was to get ahead of the curve, which is the AOTC, killing the current boss, or completing the current raid on heroic difficulty, which I got this week.
Spoilers.
So that's spoilers for wins of the week. And then the other 2 is getting a Keystone Master, which is timing 15s plus 15s of all 8 dungeons, and I have 5 of them done as of today. So I just need 3 more of those, and then the other thing that I've been really putting off to doing is getting the Gladiator Spider Mount, which is just getting a rating of 1400, which honestly is kind of easy to get. And because like right now I'm at like I want to say I'm like 1150. Me and my friend we started it off like maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We were just out of the blues like, hey, do you want a PvP for some? Like, okay, yeah, I've never really PvP, but all right, let's do it. And it just went out of there that I was just, we were just blasting through it.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 goals, and I'm almost got those goals. Like,
all right.
So, yeah.
Well,
so if I get those goals done, like, say I get it done, like, by the end of, like, March. Okay, that's when I expect to have it done. That's April, May, and probably some of June. That, like, why am I gonna? Why do I want to play WoW? Like,
yeah, I've got nothing to shoot for right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'll probably switch off of WoW for a little bit and go play Final Fantasy, just because Final Fantasy is really fun and I still really enjoy it. And that's kind of why I've been getting back into Overwatch as well, just to, like, 1, to get better for my kids, and 2, just to
trying to hang on to content for WoW.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's just the content stall is just really what kills it, and we're getting ready to get into one of those again.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, let's go Coach's Corner. I've had Blizzard. I haven't had anything. Hopefully I have a whole bunch of matches on Monday, though. Because, like, okay, so the boys basketball team plays at 3:00 in about 20 minutes, right?
Okay.
If they win, they have a match on Monday. If they lose, they're out of the whole state tournament thing. So, and if they do lose, then I have like 4 matches scheduled for Rocket League on Monday that I'm gonna try to get done to get caught up on all of our matches.
All right. So how far behind are you? Like,
pretty much the whole month of February, because we were out because of COVID, and we were out because of the blizzard and stuff.
That's fair. That's kind of a dumb question, but
yeah, no, it's not a dumb question. It's just, but that's where I'm at with it. All right, Conan, what you been playing?
I have actually started. I got back into Factorio. So I started playing it again. I was kind of scrolling through Reddit while I was waiting on stuff at work the other day, and they had posted a bunch of stuff on the subreddit for Factorio, and I was like, I haven't touched that in a long time. I want to try that again and see what that's about again. So I've been playing through it and having some fun. I started a new little world. So we'll see how all that goes. Played a little bit of Earth. That's kind of about it.
I haven't jumped onto Earth at all. Like, I was thinking about it, but I don't know. League of Legends just isn't for me anymore, man. It's just,
yeah. I mean, that's fine.
I don't know. Like, it's just, it's okay. It's fun, and whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I can get a couple matches in, and I can be fine, and I can go back and do something else. Like,
right. All right, let's go ahead. Would you rather, Conan? Give me a would you rather.
All right. So, would you rather get paid a penny every time you blink, or get paid $100 every time you fart?
Fart. That's funny.
Funnier.
Yeah.
See, and then I'm thinking, like, how many times do you blink a day? Let's see what the Google machine says.
I think it's like 5,000 times, I think.
Day. On average, most people blink around 15 to 20 times each minute. So it's 900 to 1,200 times an hour, 14,500 to almost 20,000 times a day. So it is that. Okay, math in my brain. So that would be like max of like $200 a day. I fart. Okay, yeah, no, farting for sure. Absolutely farting. I fart more than 3 times a day. Like,
yeah.
Because I was thinking, I was like, okay, you blink a lot, you just don't think about it. So it's like that might outweigh the farting, but if it was like $10 a fart or something, we're in a different
right.
But
right. Yeah. I mean, to a point, I think it's I don't know, like, yeah, the blinking one could add up, but the farting one, I do fart. I gotta fart right now. So I mean,
so I'm going to.
So there's $100 right there.
You just made $100, sir. Proud of you.
Yay!
Oh, okay. That was really the only funny would you rather I saw. Oh, I have a comment that's not really a part of either, but just before we get to wins of the week. There's a new Billy Sims commercial that's out.
Okay.
And they use this word at the end that drives my wife insane. And it bothers me, but I love that it bothers her more. So they use the word yummy and then the word scrummy. Like scrumptious, but scrummy.
Scrummy sounds like scummy.
It sounds dirty, sexual.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I don't know. I would not want anyone to describe their wings or their ribs as scrummy. Like, I've got some scrummy barbecue. Like, no, you're either a child who's trying to think of funny synonyms, or you're just really dirty and gross.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so that's...
Because now I'm thinking about it, it's really, really gross.
Yeah, so that I put that on here just because I thought it was funny and also just gross, but that's all I really had to add to that. So
okay,
yeah, all right, yeah, that's what I got there. We got one more section.
All right, well, go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Kevin Jones, what is your win of the week?
I didn't really have a win this week. Like, it wasn't a bad week. It was just crazy. I know this next week is going to be crazy too. I'm on call right now, so I can't really do or go anywhere. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to speak it into existence. Forget I said anything. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's just a calm weekend, hopefully. But yeah, what you got?
I don't have much. Like I got the AOTC with my guild, but outside of that, I don't really have that. It's been the same for me. It's just been a meh week.
Yeah.
I've been getting to take a lot of naps though. That's been nice, and I'm getting ready to take another one. So
heck yeah.
But yeah, hopefully next week's better. I mean, it's not even bad. It's just meh. All right. Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.